to the Unbought and the Unbossed show. So, as you can tell, I've been sitting here in the park for quite a bit of time listening to this song right here by Aretha Franklin, The Point of Soul. And the name of that song is entitled Never Going to Break My Faith. She said a couple things in that song, and I've listened to it I don't know how many times, probably literally 200 today so far. I've been listening to it on repeat, meditating on it. And she said a lot of things in there that messed with me. And this song was wrote a number of years ago, but today a solo version was dropped of the song with just her singing. And it really got me to thinking about how that song resonates a lot of what she's talking about. This song, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was produced 8 years ago. I'm sorry, not 8 years ago, over 10 to 12 years ago, back in 2008 for the film and movie Bobby, about Robert Kennedy, the former Attorney General John Kennedy's brother, JFK's brother. And so in this song, I'm just going to quote what's really just got me in my thoughts, and I made a post about it earlier today. She says, and I quote, "You can lie to a child with a smiling face. Tell me that color ain't about race," unquote. That's the first thing that stuck out to me. Now, that lyric right there has been messing with my mind. Let me repeat it again. You can lie to a child with a smiling face. Tell me that color ain't about race. Wow. You can lie to your kids all you want and tell them that what's going on right now, it ain't about race, that black folks being sick and tired of being sick and tired, about the police departments needing to be defunded, and for all of their revenues and money that they are getting, a great portion of it needing to go back to the communities, whether it's to the school districts, whether it's not just to the school districts, the hospitals, to building up community programs to where we don't have to face issues like these anymore. That's what defund the police really means. I'm not going to go into all the particular details and analysis and arguments of it right now on this show. That's not what it's about, this particular episode. But it just got me to thinking about how some people who really know me, and they get to have these real, authentic conversations that I'm having with you right now about the song and how I feel about it, how they think everything I do and everything I say is all about race. No, it's not. And in the Facebook post, I'll actually read what I wrote. That lyric right there, every time I think about it, just hits me about how some people who know me tries to make the argument about what's going on in America and how ain't nothing got to do with color or race. But wait a minute, it has everything to do about it. And remember, the Queen of Soul said, you can lie to a child with a smiling face, but tell me that color ain't about race. Now, you could come to me with that argument or that BS, saying that we all bleed red and our bones are white underneath, but baby, right now, I can't see what's underneath. I can only see what's on the outside. And it's what's on the outside that's really making people hurt and get so upset. It's what's on the outside that people think they have superiority over others. It's what's on the outside. But I don't want to ponder too much on that one lyric. What really messed me up is this second lyric. And I encourage all of you to go listen to the song. But in this second lyric, she says, and I quote, "My Lord, won't you help them to understand that when someone takes the life of an innocent man, well, they've never really won. And all they've really done is set the soul free where it's supposed to be. My Lord, let me quote that again. My Lord, won't you help them to understand that when someone takes the life of an innocent man, well, they've never really won, and all they've really done is set the soul free where it's supposed to be. Now, that lyric right there, that's towards the end of the song. Now, that really, excuse my French when I'm talking about the Queen of Soul, but that lyric really fucked me up. It fucked me up 5 ways to Sunday. And here's why it like really messed me up and got to me, is because I begin to put that lyric into proper context of what's going on in today's times with brother George Floyd. And let me put George Floyd into what she said 10, 12 years ago that really messes me up when I put it into proper context. She says, "My Lord, won't you help them to understand that when someone takes the life of brother George Floyd, well, they've never really won, and all they've really done is set the soul free where it's supposed to be." But where I inserted George Floyd's name, you can insert Ahmaud Arbery's name. You can not only insert brother Ahmaud Arbery's name, but you can insert sister Breonna Taylor's name. You could insert the 2 other brothers who were killed and then hung and framed it as a suicide in California. We could quote all of that, and then what happened to the brother in Atlanta. We can put any of their names in right there. But what particularly messed me up is when you do take the time to put their name in there, is what she says after. She says, well, that when someone takes the life of an innocent man, well, they never really won. But if we think about what's going on, a lot of us probably right now are thinking that white America is winning. But let me tell you this, Black America, and Black Columbus specifically, white America has not won. Black Columbus, when you stood up, when you took a stand, when you made sure your voices were heard, change was made. Let me tell you about some of the changes that you have got. You have gotten Governor, not John Kasich, that was the former governor, but Governor Mike DeWine to come out and say that police officers need to be licensed. You have gotten the mayor of Columbus to come out and to take down the statue of Christopher Columbus. You have gotten the Franklin County Commissioner's Office. Yes, the Franklin County Commissioner's Office. The city of Columbus to come out and say that June 19th, is forevermore going to be recognized as a holiday, and not just any holiday, a paid holiday where you get paid time off, where Black people's 4th of July matters. You've done that. So in some regard, what's messed me up is when white America, when these cops takes the lives of us Black folks, when they lynch us like the KKK did, because they really are the KKK in Klan in a uniform. But let's not get on that whole conversation. When all of this happens, we have to remember what the Queen of Soul said. They've never really won, and here's why they never really won: because they didn't know that we were going to take a stand and protest and take back what was ours while making sure they were held accountable. And that's why they are never really won at the end of the day. That's why they can take everything that they want from us, but they can never take our faith. I implore you all to go out and listen to that song. I'm going to drop it on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that social media stuff. Go take a listen to it, and you'll be as inspired and pumped up and motivated as I am at this very moment. But, yes, I'm just so pumped up and psyched and excited right now that throughout all of these last month, being in the field, being in the streets with you, covering us, that the Unbossed Network is finally coming to fruition in July. I'll have a lot more announcements. We have a new logo that I'm going to be revealing soon. A lot of good things are coming, but it's because of you, the viewer, because of you, the activist, you being out in the streets of Columbus, that all of this is able to come to fruition. And I want you to really know that they cannot take our voices away. They never could, they never will. And remember to have a very happy and merry special Juneteenth, because this is our 4th of July, our Independence Day. Peace. I'm out.
Thank you for watching the Unbought and Unbossed show. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, what's holding you back from smashing the subscribe button? Don't forget to hit the bell to get notified every time we post a new episode. Devontae will be back here every single weekday, breaking down the most important news stories to Black America. We'd love for you to share this episode with your friends and family. And remember, Black America, to keep it real because your conscience depends on it.